welcome back to Fast Faire. We're about to do a run of Volgarr the Viking. We've got a couple of quick donations to, no, just the one. We have a $41 donation from Anonymous. Please put this towards Undertale, Save the Animals. Thank you so much. We are closing in, I believe, as a matter of fact, we have just passed $8,000. Thank you all so much. We have done a great job raising money for the Child's Play charity. Donate now. We're collecting donations towards Save and Kill the Animals for the Undertale run a little bit later. Whether we're going to do a pacifist or a genocide run, either one way or the other. Kill is currently at $2,611.97. Save is at $2,582.06.
Wow. Save the animals.
We are closing in. Let's save those characters, friends. You know you want to. Now we're taking it alive with Catnip Addict doing Volgarr the Viking.
All right. Are we ready?
Hi.
Ready. All right. Timer's going to start as soon as I unpause.
Okay.
So on 3, 1, 2, 3. This is Volgarr the Viking. It's a retro platformer, kind of in the same.
Retrovania.
Yeah, well,
it's not.
It's not a Vania. At least the route I'm doing is entirely linear, and it's very similar to like a. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to happen, but we're fine. It's very similar to a Ghosts and Goblins or a Ninja Gaiden kind of game. It was actually one of the first games made by Adult Swim, so it is excessively bloody. Every time you kill anything, it just explodes into gore.
Bees!
The sprite so good in it, though. Like, the frames on his roll and stuff is so good.
Yeah. And you'll see me rolling and throwing spears a lot. A lot of those spears aren't going to do anything, and a lot of them will. But it just becomes such a habit to any time I jump, throw like 4 spears. Whoa. We can use these spears as platforms, as you saw there, and it's a pretty integral mechanic to casual and speedrunning. So we're going to use it in a few ways we probably shouldn't in speedrunning to get away with some things. There's almost no glitches in this game. There's one little exploit we're going to do. There's a few animation cancels. You'll see me rolling and throwing spears, and rolling is the fastest form of movement. I missed that. That's one of those exploits. I actually got it, but missed the jump. But we're going to jump on air. Essentially, when you roll off, there's a split second where you can do another jump if I can get it. That's not going to be terrible. Oh, I can't reset this. Much like that was intentional. Because much like Mario Maker, if you reset after getting a checkpoint, it sends you back to the beginning. So that I would have had to do this whole first level again. This guy was going to go a clean slate.
There are level skips in this round. Are you expressly not using those?
Yeah, you know what? We're just going to go the normal way.
Respectable.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a silly jump to keep missing, and just... So normally you'd have to block those with your shield, but if you hold backwards while you're rolling down... I don't have the fire sword. I don't have a shield. I'm used to having a lot more gear in this situation, and I'm egging up a little bit, but luckily my estimate was pretty generous, so we'll still be okay here.
So the game is super tough. It's
oh my god.
If you've never played like Ghosts and Goblins or anything like that, you acquire this equipment and it makes you better, but every little hit takes away your equipment, which makes you like way worse. So it's super important to like not get hit unless you're obviously intending to for certain reasons. But
I would say in terms of gameplay, my experience with this game was such that it's so hard that you practically have to memorize the levels to go through. Like,
yeah.
Even in like a standard run, like each time you go through, you hit the point that you die, and that's how you learn how to deal with that segment.
yeah.
Yeah. There's really no RNG. There's a few enemy spawn RNGs, but that's why I have the hammer. I'm actually gonna go for this extra gear, which I normally don't go for, but I'm behind on gear. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get fully geared, before the boss, but I won't need it. It'll just be a little slower.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, that was totally intentional. That was totally intentional. Absolutely.
Masochist percent.
Yeah. Ooh.
God, dicks.
Yeah, that's okay. That all the helmet does, aside from giving you an extra hit, is it lets you throw spears faster, which we use for the rolling spear thing. But aside from that, it's not going to increase my DPS all that much for this boss.
These guys always make me think of Zelda 2. The basic
Oh,
knights
yeah.
and that, the high-low mechanics and stuff. It's the one thing where I'm not like, oh, this is straight from Ghouls and Ghosts.
Oh, look at his little tummy.
Yeah, so normally we'd be able to just wail on him there and kill him, but without the fire sword, which doubles your damage, I'm going to have to do another round here.
Nice.
Yeah. And his head just pops off and explodes. Yeah. A little bit of a rough first level, but we're on the way now.
Oh, look at all your harps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need those.
I'm gonna need those, yeah. For when I lose my shield again, I'll block it with the harp.
Yes.
So without the helmet, it's no faster to walk than it is to roll and throw spears. This is one of the few bits of RNG in the game. These guys coming up might not come up in the same way every time.
It's fucking low.
Yeah. This was
the level where I was like, I don't think I'm good enough at video games to play this. Like,
yeah, this is definitely one of those levels where it's very... There's a lot of places for you to fall and just die, and there's no way to block those instant deaths.
And you'll see Catnip roll when he picks up items, because there's normally a little quick animation where he shows you the item he got or whatever, but that avoids that.
They look like the bad guys from Bucky O'Hare.
Oh, I thought I was far enough down. That's okay. I actually don't need that. Those hammers just give me kind of a free hit and kill everything around. I will need one for the boss, but there's another chance for me to get one. There's one per these zones per checkpoint. And normally, that was a really costful death. And not a death that usually happens. Yeah, so that wooden shield only has 2 hits in it, and then it means my next piece of gear will be a wooden shield again rather than the metal shield, which I can get hit as many times. And the metal shield also allows me to throw super spears, so I'm behind one piece of gear here, but there'll be plenty of chances for me to catch up in that before the boss. And as long as I have the fire sword for the boss, I'll be okay. Why are you doing this?
I love the beard bob physics in this game.
Yeah, whenever I jump or walk, my beard kind of...
It's like excessive.
Yeah.
Beard jiggle.
Yeah, there's a slider in the menu.
So I'll have to remember that I only have 2 hits on this shield, because I normally have a metal shield, and there's a couple things coming up that I usually block, and I think I'm going to try to avoid blocking them just so that I could keep the shield. There we go. Okay. I actually forgot I was going to get a metal shield before then. So it's all good. We aggro a guy, and he freaks out.
Nice. Goodbye.
That's why we throw that spear, and then this guy will pop up. He's not RNG. He's always going to be there. That part can be a little hairy if you don't hit that bomb.
I love how the troglodytes riding in the crabs, like, in the middle of all of their Viking mythology, just have one of those, like, 70s sci-fi globes over the top of them, and nothing else in the game looks like that.
Those enemies are called crab battlers.
Oh.
Are they some kind of demon?
So that was the jump I was trying to do on the first level, and the first level jump actually only saves a couple seconds. That one saves me minutes, so I'm glad I got that one. There's another hammer up here I don't usually get, but I'm gonna get it.
I love how it, like, spears through them and shoots them.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of that on
fantastic.
World 4. Because there's a lot of guys that run at us and try to jump at us, and we're just going to push them away with the spear. The underwater physics are very, very floaty, but in this route we see very little of it. Yeah, they're old school. We see very little of it. So it should be fully geared. I am fully geared. As long as I can keep all this and there's not anything too particularly dangerous. This crab battler can really ruin early first time you come through because you just kind of get pinned against the wall. But
those slimes never stop coming.
Yeah, those slimes will body block like heroes for that crab battler. But as soon as you learn that you just never actually try to swing a sword at the crab battler, if you get too close, he'll just smack you away with his claw.
Like a real crab.
Like a real crab, yeah. So this strategy is actually one that Lobos came up with. I used to actually fight this boss, and it's just too hard and too long.
Yeah, fuck all that.
So now I just let him run into me anytime. These chests, there's actually some optimization to them because the level will not end until I pick up all this treasure.
Oh yeah.
So I try to stay on one side and collect all of it that flies out, and then roll into the rest.
I like how you can see the connection to the Assassin's Creed lore.
Yeah.
It's subtle, but there, if you're paying attention.
Yeah, the boss fights in this game, the more you get hit like on the way to the boss, the way harder the boss is going to be because you're doing less damage, you have less health and all that stuff.
Yeah, my experience was most of the boss fights come down to get there with the fire sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the boss of this level, hopefully we can get it. There's a really interesting quick kill.
What a fucker.
Yeah, he does that. However, if I don't get the quick kill, it will... I'll lose all my gear. Or at least I'll lose the fire sword, which is the only gear that matters. Yeah. So I'll have to find out real quickly if I'm going to get the quick kill or not. And if not, I have to abort the quick kill very, very quickly. This is a nice little use of the spears as platforms. Actually, that one's a little too high, so I'm going to have to do kind of a tricky jump. There we go. Nice. We're good.
What was that spear? I've never been good enough at this game to get that thing.
Yeah, there's a whole like down area you're kind of supposed to go to. I don't actually know what's down there. This doesn't matter. I just need to get through here. I don't actually care if I take any damage as long as I survive. Because this is the checkpoint, and I can just roll myself into these spikes here, and it's not that much of a time loss.
Yeah, it resets the shield.
Yeah.
And that little spirit you picked up, if you have full gear, you pick up like this little soul or spirit, and you get those that unlocks like extra levels, is that right?
Yeah, so there's other endings. This ending C, there's B and A. Those little spheres are actually your lives on ending B and A, and if you die and you lose all your spheres, it pushes you onto ending C and you cannot complete. So that's why we run ending C for marathons, because there's just a chance the run will be uncompletable.
Yeah, I vaguely remember getting to the end of the game and they were like, now you can play it, and if you don't take any damage, you get to fight secret levels.
Yeah.
Uninstalled the game.
Yeah, we'll see the path to the secret levels at the end of the game. There's a little info box. Yeah. This is another one where I used to go down below and then realized I could just spam spears at the spiders until they're all dead. This was really difficult until I realized that these platforms are breakable. And, you could just roll through. So I'm going to go for the quick kill, and if I don't get it, to get up here... Yeah, so I got it, and I can just hit him with that backswing, and he'll die before he can do anything. So if I had missed that, he'll actually roll down that area, and there's no way for me to avoid him. So I have to find out right away if I'm in the right position, and if not, I have to run very quickly. Or it's a guaranteed hit.
I think you moved before you got crushed by all that gold.
The neat little fireball jump there.
Yeah.
This level has a lot of things that look really scary, but they're like 100% consistent and will work every time.
I love the name of the boss in this level.
Yep, yeah, so the boss of this level is actually the pet of the final boss, and it's named Fluffy. Oh, I forgot I have full gear. Normally that chest, you pick up the metal shield and he throws a spear.
Oh yeah.
I just forgot. We're okay. This upcoming jump can be super tricky. because it can knock you. Yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
can happen. If I'm too far up, he'll try to grab that top area, which isn't a rope. And
What a
he'll,
dumbass.
yeah, and he'll just fall, and that is relatively costly because it puts me all the way back here. Just gonna wait for these fireballs because I didn't know where the cycle was. Everything's on cycles as long as you know where things are. It really is a memorization game, like someone said earlier. This whole game is basically just muscle memory at this point.
Yeah, this was all just like
Got
random.
it?
That's actually the name of the game.
Yeah. That was another little backswing kill. Because whenever I swing, he sticks his sword up first. I can do that. Part's pretty tricky. Gotta wait for this guy to throw or else we'll knock you into the fire. This level is very similar to second level, and where most of the things that will kill you will just kill you outright and not give you a chance to do anything about it.
That's actually the name of the game.
Yeah. That was another little backswing kill. Because whenever I swing, he sticks his sword up first. We're just not interested in fighting that guy. Or this guy.
Bye. Those guys look so much like the guys in Sen's Fortress to me.
Yeah, they really do.
I'm having post-traumatic flashbacks, actually.
They've been working at.
Those are just points.
Yeah, there's a lot of gold that are just points, and I just ignore them.
There's a bunch of they look like harps and necklaces and coins.
Yeah, it's just gold.
The numbers.
Harps are actually a currency in old Nordic legends. So.
Oh, yeah.
The point numbers look like the Mario 64 font, which is like way too friendly for what's going on.
Yeah, so we're actually gonna potentially be fully. Yeah, that guy just he really wanted to kill me and wasn't really thinking about much else. Gotta wait for these fire. Ooh, we're good.
Yeah, you might not be able to tell just from watching, but all the momentum is like you cannot change it once you're like jumped.
Yeah.
So if you accidentally jump too like far on a platform, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna overshoot that. And
Yeah, it's like Ghouls and Ghosts where there's no air control at all. You're completely committed to your job.
So
Commitment
this is
terrifying.
this is Fluffy. We're not going to see him for very long. He makes a habit of killing himself, which we'll see here in a second. There is a way to one-cycle this boss, but I did miss it, but he's dead now. And the only reason we're killing that is because it's the final boss. Yeah. We're kind of just a big bully this game. We just go through killing the final boss's friends and pets, and then eventually kill him.
You were the monster all along.
I'm the monster all along.
Pigs all.
This is everyone's favorite airship level. There'll be a lot of those birds that just run into my sword. So it's their fault.
I completely forgot about this level when I said there was no other like silly technology in this game. There's an entire level based on that, and I apologize. Wow, those dudes are such a pain in the ass. I didn't know you could just roll through.
Yeah, you never actually fight them, you just ignore them.
Those guys are a pain too, because you have to back block, which...
They're silly
We're good.
goggles.
Yeah,
they don't want to get dirt in their eyes.
we're gonna get a safety hammer here. I don't particularly need
As
it.
you do.
As you do, yeah. I don't particularly need it for anything, but
You just feel more confident with a hammer in your belt.
A safety hammer
a safety
specifically.
hammer. So there's a red bird guy here, and we're just gonna try to. He'll chase us through the entire level, unless we can get him to attack down. And if we get far enough ahead, he'll just attack down. I don't know why it requires you to be far enough ahead. Safety hammer. Because it seems like if you're far enough ahead, he wouldn't stop himself. I'll take it.
He has his orders.
Again, there's a lot of very easy ghosts and goblins or ghouls and ghosts comparisons. Those red birds are a lot like the red demons, and then they're basically like a boss right in the middle of the level. They're
Yeah.
incredibly hard and super lethal.
Yeah, we're gonna fight one up, just coming up here. That is a pain in the ass.
All right, off on the track to ending A.
Ah.
Also, have you ever casually played this and you couldn't find like the hammers? There's actually a little visual indicator that's not entirely obvious. There's like a little hammer or a little sword hilt in the ground, and that kind of hints you to where those hammers are.
Really? I never noticed that.
I like those wind particles.
You like
Yeah.
the what?
The wind particles.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
all the art in this game is spectacular. There's a few creatures here and there that I think don't look like they're in the same art style. Like those guys, something about them to me looks like they're not.
They look
they're not
shaded
as heavily
differently.
lined as everything else. But in terms of like animation quality and stuff, it's super good.
Yeah, someone in chat was comparing it to Rogue Legacy, which I agree with. But
Yeah.
it's definitely more like polished.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it retains that same like snappy quality that you need in a game like either of those.
Yeah, definitely.
By nerds.
You see the sword hilt? It's
Oh.
very subtle right there.
I
But
never
yeah,
noticed that.
little black sword hilt.
I thought that was just like a beetle or something.
It does. It just looks like decor, but
Yeah.
you know.
Well, now I know. Thanks for telling me a year and a half after I played this game. I love their little butt scoop when they throw their boomerang. They like scooch back.
Yeah, it's actually really good they do that because there's a couple situations where I rely on that to not run into them.
We have a $50 donation saying, "Way to go, Catnip Addict! Child's Play is such a great cause. Keep up the good work, guys and gals. We're rooting for you from the gang in San Diego, California. Thank you so much."
Whoa. Got distracted by the donation, forgot what cycle we were on. I think we'll still be okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Feel free to interrupt me with donations. Yeah, that was still perfect.
Yeah, you might notice that there are wind columns to carry you to those other platforms. There's a lot of other shit that boss does.
Yeah. He'll fly up there and do this attack. It takes about 30 seconds, and there's no real safe way to hit him.
Oh, I love
So-
mechanics.
Yeah. We just ignore that boss fight and let him do like 2 attacks. This is the last area of the game. It's just a smidgen of smash of everything we've fought so far.
Like each floor is. Oh no, they're all mixed together. For some reason, I was thinking.
Yeah,
they were
it's
like,
Yeah.
it's all together.
floor. I actually never
We're
played this.
we're gonna we're gonna get hit a lot in a lot of places, and we
That's
might
my
even
life.
die. And I don't really care because these segments are so short that I'm more interested in getting through them than I am getting through them with gear. Because there's the last boss is its own checkpoint segment, and he fully gears me. So yeah, I got hit there, but the checkpoint's right there, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay, we're good.
I'm so glad you didn't get stabbed.
Yeah. So I want a shield, so I'm gonna get killed there, because I'll just spawn
dropped
right
the
in the
heart
same area. Yeah, I dropped some of my loot.
There's a sword hilt.
Yep. It's right there.
Wow, what an incredibly subtle but also useful cue.
Oh,
Myers.
yeah, these little, they're called hot sauces. I don't have a shield.
Well, fortunately, this is
Flinch.
the enemy against which you want.
Yeah.
So,
That was, I'm just gonna let you go.
bye.
I don't have a shield.
Pacifist run.
You could just go.
And yet you couldn't spare the bee.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's,
Yeah.
I need the shield. Yeah, the game gets a lot harder without a shield, as you can see.
When I played it blind, like if I lost my shield, I was just like, well, that's basically death, and just killed myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy's probably going to hit us, but again, we don't really care. I'm going to try not to get... No, okay. You can, there's a very small frame where you can roll past him. I need a shield. Again, these deaths cost almost no time. Like if I was doing actual runs, not marathon runs, I probably wouldn't take all of these deaths. but I would have also reset it after that first world. Oh, I broke my platforms. We're okay. Yeah, those platforms are really annoying because if you are fully geared in this room and have the fire sword, you will almost certainly break them and fall.
Flip.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, whenever you double jump, you flip and spin your sword. Facing the wrong way. This upcoming area was really, really hard until I memorized the fire cycles of this upcoming crab battler fight. Because the crab battler doesn't really hurt you, but what he does is he will knock you into those fire pits.
You just roll through that guy?
Yeah.
You throw a spear that I didn't see.
He was picking up the item.
Yeah, that happens. Shit.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah, so when you pick up an item,
Oh, that's right. He sent, like, that's right. I forgot.
yeah,
You're
there'll
just
be a
skipping
little
that
burst of
animation.
explosion,
Okay.
and I cheese it in a few places. Kill people.
Who builds their house like this?
The worst people.
Dragons, apparently.
Nobody you want to be friends with.
It's the core.
Yeah. Alright, so I don't know where the cycles are. Okay.
This is my 4. It's already
We're good to go now, because they always go up once and then cycle which one left or right comes through. I'm gonna get those spears up before I make any jumps here. This is another one of those. Oops.
Straight into the brain pan.
Yeah. Alright.
That's almost a quote for a T-shirt. This is another one of those. Oops.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is one of those parts that look really difficult, but are 100% consistent. They're 100% consistent as long as I'm 100% consistent.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not. Yeah, I had to wait for that, and then you roll under him,
Oh,
jump
nice.
past that, come up here.
That is slick looking.
Ah,
Yeah.
spiders.
That's my favorite thing in a speedrun is when, like, it looks incredibly impressive, but it's actually 100% consistent.
Yeah.
People from the outside think, nice. Oh, I didn't kill him?
no,
Fuck
it
that.
Yeah. Those spikes only hurt you.
Absolutely.
However, they don't instant kill you, so that's nice.
That is generous. That's uncharacteristically generous.
Yeah. Alright. That's fine. I forgot he was there. That's another one of those uses of we're just gonna let the explosion kill him. These
Oh, that's all ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called blueberries.
Oh.
Blueberries.
It's a cute name. I know that.
Yeah.
The thing that's actually a huge pain in the ass.
Oh, I misread the fire cycles. Not a big deal. Yeah, every other level takes about 3 to 4 minutes. This one can usually take 10 to 15.
We have a $25 donation saying, Catnip Addict is my favorite speedrunner ever.
Damn.
As Odin ordered, we shall kill everything to our right, but save the animals, since they are to our left. Thank you. It is.
Yeah.
I do love they set up a lot of places in this game where you can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like trick enemies into killing themselves or each other.
Yeah, actually, if I hadn't rolled through that, a lightning bolt would have come down and killed that clan above me. But I didn't need to kill him, because I like saving the animals.
That particular fire jump, I remember forever. It was just like, what do I do?
Yeah.
So for those of you who are interested in saving the animals, you might like to know that our current kill total is $2,611.97, and our save total is $2,607.06, which means we are a scant $5 away from passing the kill the animals goal. Now, if you want to put some distance between that and donate some money to Child's Play, you can find the donate button right here on the page.
Yo, guys, what are you guys doing?
I'm killing enough things in this run.
Don't make my wife sad.
Yeah. That's good. Okay.
No shit.
We're okay.
Mental
There we
image
go.
of blocking a snake bite with your shield.
Okay, we're good. That guy can be kind of a pain because there's not a lot of room to maneuver around him. But this is the last area before the boss fight, and all I care about is having something at the end of this level because I'm going to damage boost through. So I don't care what that piece of equipment is as long as I have something. And as soon as the next zone will immediately give me full gear. I'm actually going to wait one more just to be safe. I'm just going to wail on him.
Look at all of them patiently waiting.
Yeah, they're very
cute.
yeah.
All right, lined up in order of level origin.
Yeah. So this part, it's a huge mess, and all I want to do is get hit and then get out of the door and damage boost through there.
Yeah, fuck a whole lot of that part.
Yeah, this is the last boss of the game. We're going to see about half of his arena because we're going to kill him before he can do anything.
Get ready on time, too.
Yeah. Time is going to be as soon as I pick up the last piece of coin and he sticks his sword in the sky and his lightning bolt. So when he's shooting these ones, he's close enough to the ground that we can hit him. But once this starts, he's too far up. I'm not going to be able to hit him, and I'm just going to wait for him to be done. Try to get one more. Okay, then he's going to come down, and I'm just going to wail on him until he dies. That's it.
I remember.
That's it.
I remember that's
No, not time. Yeah.
I remember
Once he picks up the last
discovering
treasure.
Yeah.
that shit when I played it legitimately because I couldn't beat him otherwise. I was like, I wonder if I can just.
Time.
Great work. It's a
And
great
then
work.
the extremely metal credits.
It's
Yeah,
so good.
yeah. So this is the story which you get after you beat the game.
No, I remember being
That's
like,
exactly what I wanted.
I didn't
And
know it
it's-
was the ring cycle.
Yeah, and it's such a layman way. Then this crazy Viking comes out of nowhere. It's like, well, I'm glad you don't know what's happening either. It tells you how to get to the secret levels. And then this is the credit sequence.
The credits are amazing.
Yeah. So you could definitely walk around. But
I love interactive credits.
yeah, but it's the music that really.
Oh, look at all the umlauts! I mean, it's just the one.
Yeah. So it says all the names of the enemies and all the Kickstarter backers and everything.
For some
You can
reason,
walk around.
I guess it's because I played a lot of SNES games. I love credits that tell you the names of enemies. I love it way more than I have any credit or any reason to.
Yeah, so they can't actually hurt you, but you can just murder them. Shout out to Grandpa Game Boy. Whoever that is.
So we got this during the Dragon, but of course I didn't want to interrupt. But we have a $10 donation for L'Oreal the Goat Mom. Save the animals because they are soft and fluffy and for cuddles. Love Squeaky. Thank you, Squeaky. That, of course, puts Save the Animals in the lead. Woo! But Lord knows some people are going to try and donate to correct that situation. So, if you want to save the animals, we need you to keep donating. Calling out specifically that you're trying to save the animals. If you want to donate and kill the animals, that's fine too. You can just mention that in your donation. Remember to list your name so that we can thank you properly here on stream. That was Volgarr the Viking by Ketnitag. We were having tons and tons more games today. I'm feeling spacey because there's all this rain that's coming down. It's like insane amount of noise. But that's fine. We're going to be live. We're going to be here, and we are coming up with, I think, Borderlands 2 next.
Ooh,
is that right, Lobos?
That's a fun run.
All right, and we're going to take a short break to switch over to that, and we'll be back shortly.